Previously on Life is Strange.
Whoa. What did you find?
Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
We can't trust anybody, except each other.
You know more about her than me.
No, you and Chloe think you know more than anybody, like all teenagers.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
What are you doing in my dorm? You are so fucking dead!
Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
What are you doing here, Max?
Victoria has to be next.
What a lame gimmick.
Rachel, why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard! Max, we have to find that spot now!
Rachel, what? I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. I know you're close to Nathan, but your life is in serious danger.
Nathan just texted me. He says there won't be any evidence left after he's done. Oh god, Max, look. She's still there.
Oh, no. Chloe. How?
What the fuck?
Chloe? What? Where? It's a dark room.
Is anybody out there? Please help! Help! Somebody help me!
Oh shit. Jefferson kidnaps Victoria too. This Victoria. Wake up. Wake up.
These straps hurt. Of course. And right in front of me. God, I don't remember anything that happened. This must be the same drug Nathan used on Kate. Finally, I'm free. Almost. If I could move it towards me. I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson. I promised I would never go back in time like this again. But this is the only way.
That's great. Oh, Max.
This angle highlights your purity, see? The slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face. Hold that stare there! Stay still! Max! You fucked up my shot! But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first selfie. Yes, I still hate that word. But I love the purity of your own image. Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel. Let me try this angle. Don't move! Oh. Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see this setup. He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along with Arcadia Bay. Nice. Oh, good. Oh, those eyes. It's just too bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone. And you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend.
Chloe.
Chloe, right. Yeah, I'm sorry that that Nathan killed her in self-defense. But she had a troubled history like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised. Or care. Though I promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups. Max, please do not move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Now don't move or this will hurt much. Stupid bitch! You just don't listen, do you? In fact, you never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming. God damn, you are a fighter, though. I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
No.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe that happened. So sick. Okay, I broke those vials when I kicked the trolley. Oh shit! Jefferson kidnaps Victoria. Victoria. Hey, Victoria. It's Max. Can you hear me?
Max. Oh God. Where are we? Oh, what's happening?
You've been drugged like Kate. And me. Do you remember how you got here?
No, I don't know. Wait, you warned me. You warned me about Nathan. Then I went to Jefferson for help and he was acting so weird. That's the last thing I remember. And I can't move my hands. Help me, Max. Please, I'm sorry for everything.
Listen carefully. Mark Jefferson kidnapped us. He's using Nathan as well. Jefferson is very dangerous, so we have to get out of here before he comes back.
Max, I just can't believe this is real. I don't want to die like this. I'm only 18.
Victoria, please listen. I have a plan.
Really? How? Max, I'm so scared.
So am I. But we don't have time to be scared. We have to fight back. Now.
Max, I can't even move my arms. How are we supposed to fight?
I'm not going to let that asshole get away with this. I need you to be strong. I can't do this alone. We need to act while we're clear-headed. If he doses us again, we'll forget everything.
I'm not strong, Max. Look at me. Look what I did to Kate Marsh. Now she's in the hospital, and I'm here.
We're both here, okay?
I just can't believe this is happening. That Jefferson would do this to me. To us.
Victoria, we will find a way to escape. I promise.
Max, I believe you. Please, please get us out of here, Max.
Whoa. I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one. No. That picture isn't going to help. And I can't go through all that again. I won't. I'd really like to smash that fancy camera into Jefferson's face.
Max, you have to help us.
This might work. Please work.
Wise yet so innocent. I'm getting some spectacular images here, Max. Yes, Victoria would kill to be in your place, but she doesn't understand our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait.
Fuck you.
You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here, replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max. I'm so glad you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray and beyond. Most models are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura. And those lucky few become my models. My subjects.
Yes. You're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle lens. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
You killed Chloe. You murdered my best friend.
She had a loaded weapon. This was clearly self-defense, but that's what happens when you play with guns. Or try to fuck with me. It's better when they don't know. Like pure, sweet Kate.
Kate believed, and she survived. You failed to break her. She's stronger than ever, and she'll outlive you.
She'll certainly outlive you. Who knows? Maybe I'll pay Kate a visit soon and test her faith again.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
Too bad you already made a convincing argument against Nathan in the principal's office. Thank you so much for setting him up for me. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
You used Nathan.
I prefer the term manipulated. Like with an image. Nathan's was easy to twist around. I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Oh. Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
Chloe and Rachel. You killed both of them.
They're fucking together in heaven right now. Is that what you want to hear?
Why? Why?
Why? Why? Start listening to me, you dumb cunt. I'm sorry, Max. That was not cool. Anyway, Rachel is dead. But no tears. Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You and your friends almost beat Nathan to death. See, we're not so different.
Yes, we are. I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your... Okay. Now...
Wait! Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Max, I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures. Especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
You still have my diary.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary. Oh, look at your selfies. What a waste of talent. Look at that shot, Max. You can do so much better.
This could be your chance to fix everything. For good.
Max, I wish you could see yourself now. This one is out of focus, but that's my fault, Max. God, I wish you had been around back in my day. eyes are so wide, so lost, beautiful. Man, I would love to share this with the world. Now look at this one. Total gallery bait.
Hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word
I'm
for
back.
a wonderful photographic tradition.
Right back where I started this insane week. And nobody
Of
is
course,
going to
as
hurt
you all
Chloe
know,
ever
the
again.
photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Who cares? This class is hella bullshit.
I'll pretend you didn't say that and let you try to answer one more.
Sorry, there's no time left. I mean, your class is almost over.
Oh. Well, thanks for the warning, Max. So, the Daguerrean process made portraiture quite popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear defined features. You can learn more when you finish reading the assigned chapters. Clearly, Max doesn't have the time. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
Time to change time.
The winter to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art
First,
world.
let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard. I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room.
Victoria, you still have to do your homework. Even if you're submitting your photo for the competition, everybody in class is turning in a photo soon. You see the dilemma?
I know, Mr. Jefferson.
All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text closer to life without parole.
I just really think Everyday Heroes is an important cultural event, and I want to represent Blackwell Academy.
You have just by participating, by putting yourself out there in the world. Now, no matter who wins, this is just a bump on a bigger road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded from this process, but
I should be able to track down David's number from this school pamphlet. Found you.
I also want everybody to know that this photographic world is not for everybody. I have my moment in the camera.
For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast. You wanted me to enter the contest, asshole. So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison. The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard? It doesn't matter what happens to me. I have to save Chloe. Oh, Rachel. I'm sorry. This is the last time somebody bullies you, Kate. Poor Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
Thanks. You always know the right thing to do.
Victoria, I'm sorry you have to stand next to that psycho. Mr. Jefferson, we need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is incredibly cruel and unfair. You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen, I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now. Do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
And that's okay too.
That was kind of random, Max. What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
No. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson. Whoa! Okay. You're okay, Max. You're safe. On a plane. I hope I did everything right this time. Good work, David. Chloe. Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive. I did it. I fixed everything. Wowzer. It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance. We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Our FCC rules, sir. Please shut off your phone.
It's the beginning of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
Sir.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
I can't wait to land in Frisco. Nobody calls it Frisco, so please don't.
I have to admit, I love being called an artist.
Please fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip, and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there. Oh, Christ. Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time. Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
This is your day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible. Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done. Wowzer, Max. You did it. Somehow. I went from the dark room to this gallery. I've been through so many realities in 1 week.
Why, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
The Zeitgeist Gallery does have a cool history in Frisco. I mean, San Francisco. I need to drop some serious cash in there. I wish I had time to go see those murals here. Wow, sir. A Danny Lee article. I wonder how it is to live in a submarine like that. The revolution will not be televised. I love how much cool art is going on all over. Some mysteries should stay that way. How fun. Yes, Warren would definitely go ape over this show. Holy shit, this flyer was designed, but what would I wear? Not my style, but the neon is a nice representation. Oh, shit. Pretentious alert.
Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo on your entry. I'm the art critic for Iris In magazine, and we would love to include you in a piece about future trendsetters in photography. I'll send you the details this week, if that's okay. Congratulations for your piece.
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
You must be the everyday hero from Black.
God, I love art.
Sorry, I don't know your name, but I saw your picture in the gallery brochure, and I just wanted to let you know how cool. I wonder if I can buy these Everyday Heroes pictures.
That is different. Loving the retro vibe.
Me too.
Hi, and there she is to save the day.
Hi. You did it, Max. You're a real artist. At least for today.
Hey, are you okay? We lost you there for a second.
Your nose.
I'm okay. jet lag. High altitude. Oh, you left the ringer off, idiot. Oh, come on. Please answer.
Max, holy shit, man, your vision. It's true. You saw the tornado. It's coming.
What? Oh no. Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach.
Chloe! Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't fix shit. Chloe will die. Arcadia Bay is gonna be destroyed. There has to be a way to stop this. For good.
Look at this print. The depth of field, the colors. Look at the bokeh shape.
No fucking way. Chloe can't die again. I have to save her.
I do not understand art.
How much would you pay for that?
Bad exposure, bad framing, bad picture.
Please, no. I have to be in Arcadia Bay to help Chloe. Not here.
Excuse me, I'd love to ask you a few questions about your work.
Sorry, but... Oh, shit! Oh, my head. What is going on now? It feels like reality is breaking apart. What am I doing to time? My previous timeline was so perfect. I'll accept that I need to be in Arcadia Bay, not San Francisco. I just have to make one simple change, so I won't end up in San Francisco. Simple. Sorry, San Francisco. Chloe comes first. Fuck. God, no. I'm back here again? I thought I fixed everything.
What did you say, Max?
What? Jefferson should be in jail, not here.
Jesus. It's like you're back in my class. You're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation between the old Max and the new Max. Anyway, answer my question, please.
Eat shit and die.
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, your nose is bleeding. Probably gave you too big a dose. Sorry about that, Max. But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is a first world problem. Oh, I had to let Victoria Chase go.
You let her?
Don't be stupid, okay? She's exactly where she deserves to be.
No.
Oh, as if you care. Your iris, that dilation like a shutter. The pictures you're taking of me now. Too bad you pissed away your gift. You could have won the contest, but you destroyed your own beautiful photograph. What a waste. Sorry, I burned all your stuff. I got a little carried away.
Fuck. He burned my diary.
Always.
That's why I'm still here.
Especially since you've developed from nerd to hero within a week. There's something weird going on with you. Whoa. Did you see how crazy it is outside? Like I said, something weird. There's that fear. Oh, Max, it's an honor working with you on these final sessions. I hope these images will be appreciated for what they truly capture. The loss of youth. At least, that's the last lecture you'll ever have to hear from me. And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Mr. Jefferson, please, don't do this. You don't know what's happening.
Shh, 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 shh. Quiet. Quiet, Max.
Please, don't do this.
I promise, this final dose won't hurt.
Shit. This is as far back as I can rewind.
I promise, this final dose won't hurt.
David! No, David! No!
Jesus. David Madsen. He's out cold. Good. I always hated that fascist fuck. Everybody at Blackwell did, right? And I promise you, no more nosebleed.
Wait, hold on. Can I please ask you for one last request?
Oh, you got me, Max. How can I deny that face?
Would you one last picture of me. I want to be your best subject.
I almost don't believe that, but I think you've finally learned from me. I promise. This final dose won't hurt.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Get the camera next to you!
No gun. No balls.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me. David Madsen. Of course. Well...
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me. David Madsen.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop
Hiding a gun over there!
Sorry, Madsen.
Okay. Deja vu.
Shit!
Jefferson, it's
This is as far back as I can rewind.
Going to stop me. David Madsen.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to
Grab
stop
that bottle!
Sorry, Madsen. You should have stuck to harassing students.
Okay.
I must have missed something. I should rewind. Enough, Max. You can't go back any further.
David Madsen. Of course. Well, this is what you get for playing cop. A real bullet.
Think, Max. Rewind and find something. I can only go so far back in time.
You are not going to stop
He's
me.
hiding a gun over there!
Sorry, Madsen.
It's over.
You are not going to stop me.
Oh, Lord, Max. Are you okay? Are you all right? Can you move?
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you.
Don't thank me. You brought me here. Let's wrap up this son of a bitch first. He won't be going anywhere when he wakes up. Except you are going to prison forever. Or worse.
Mr. Jefferson, now it's your turn to be captured in a moment. Save Chloe. He burned everything, including all of my photos. Warren! Yes! I can use that picture he took of us. Shit! No signal. Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. But you won't need this anymore.
The Prescotts had to know about this.
So gross. I wonder if he charged that duct tape to Blackwell. Jefferson looks so pathetic now.
I had no idea he was this sick.
David Madsen is on the case. He's still looking for evidence. David? Are you okay?
Look at this place. It feels like hell.
Jefferson was gonna kill me. Like he did to Victoria Chase.
Oh, no. I always suspected that son of a bitch.
You kind of suspected everybody.
Yes, and this is what I get for wasting all those hours on the Prescotts. I set my sights too wide. Lack of focus.
I know the feeling.
I wasn't surprised when you accused Nathan of drugging Kate Marsh. I thought so too. And Max, I treated Kate like shit. I know she's a good person, but I'm not. I hope I get to tell her that soon.
Kate was bullied up to that roof. But it was still Nathan and Jefferson who put her there.
I knew Nathan Prescott was a threat. I just waited too long to neutralize him.
Jefferson already did. They had some weird father-son thing going on. But Nathan killed Rachel, and Jefferson had to use him as a scapegoat.
That pervert was pulling all this shit right under my nose, too. I could have stopped him and Nathan if only... I wasn't so stupid.
No. I told Principal Wells Nathan had a gun and almost used it. But he didn't want to believe me. I should have been more loud.
We all make decisions we regret. But I have to admit, I'm impressed by you. And Chloe. And your investigation. I had all the high-tech toys, well, you had each other.
Maybe she learned from you.
I think she only learned how to hate my guts.
You both had a tough start. And I know it wasn't easy.
I'm not gonna make any excuses for my behavior. I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't so great. I tried to be a good father, too. But you saw how that went.
Chloe's tough. Just like you.
I'm glad we have something in common.
I'm glad I stood up for you.
I try not to use my service as an excuse, but it's hard to come home after war. Most people don't know or care what it's like. Except Joyce. She gave me hope. A new life.
And you saved mine. Chloe, she would be proud of you.
I just want to see her safe with her mother. I promised Joyce I would go see a family counselor. I'll start by apologizing to Chloe. I don't expect her to call me Dad, but maybe she'll stop calling me step-douche.
So, where is Chloe?
David, Chloe is dead.
This isn't happening. You can't.
No, God. Not Chloe. Max, are you sure? Are you...
Yes, I saw her. I saw Jefferson kill her in the junkyard. Last night.
Last night? When I was so close to finding out the truth? I promised Joyce that I would protect her and Chloe. How can I face her and explain this? I never even told Chloe that God damn it! You killed my wife's child, you sick fucker! And you took away my stepdaughter?
David, wait!
Max, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. What a mess. What have I done? All that time I wasted with surveillance. Chloe, I'm sorry. Joyce, I failed you. My family.
You didn't fail. You did your best.
Max, you better get outside. You've seen enough of this room.
David, thank you for saving me.
Why can't I just wake up? Let this be a nightmare.
I've seen so many, all this expensive gear just for sick bullshit. Just looking at that makes me want to vomit.
My God. What do I tell Joyce? What?
Hold tight, David. I'm going to fix everything.
You killed my Chloe.
No.
David?
It feels like hell.
Jefferson was...
Oh, no. I always suspect...
You kind of suspected it.
Yes.
I know the feeling.
I wasn't surprised. And Max...
Kate was bullied.
I knew.
Jefferson...
That pervert was...
No.
We all make...
Maybe she went...
I think...
You both had...
I'm not gonna... I tried to be...
Chloe's tough. Just like...
I'm glad we...
I'm glad
I try not to...
And you say...
I just want to see...
David, she was pretty stressed out, so, she went to go, medicate before I ended up in here. So, she's okay.
Oh, thank God. For once, I'm happy Chloe's a stoner.
David, I have to go outside and get some real air, and use my phone.
Of course. Go on, Max. You're a brave soldier. I'm glad Chloe has a best friend like you. Go on now. You've seen enough of this room.
Okay, teacher.
Let's see what kind of photo evidence you shit all over this computer.
I could have told David the truth. He deserves it.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, Chloe. I'm gonna save you. For the last time.
Ah, Rachel. How could anybody?
There's no way I'm leaving your necklace here.
How could you? How? Max, I'm sorry you had to be here.
David?
It feels like hell.
Jefferson was...
Oh, I always
You kind of suspect...
Yes, and this is what...
I know the feeling.
I wasn't surprised. And Max...
Kate was bullied up to...
I knew Nathan Prescott.
Jefferson already...
That pervert.
No.
We all make decisions.
Maybe she learned from you.
I think she only learned...
You both had a
I'm not gonna make... I tried to be a good...
Chloe's tough.
I'm glad we have...
I'm glad
I try not to...
And you say...
I just want to... I wish I could keep killing you forever.
Jesus. All of these lives destroyed. Frank isn't a bad person, but... he can't be in denial about the drugs he provided.
Right under my nose. I lost again. I always lose.
Freedom. Holy shit. This storm's real. I need to find Warren. Yes! Warren, can you hear me? Never mind. Listen, do you have that photo you took last night in the parking lot?
Yeah, but why? It wasn't that great a shot.
Yes, it is, and I want it. Where are you?
I'm at the Two Whales Diner. Pretty much trapped in here with Joyce thinks this Armageddon weather. I'm expecting the ocean to turn red.
I'm on my way.
Come on, that's crazy. You can barely walk on the sidewalk outside. Seriously, Max, stay wherever you are. I don't think the storm's getting smaller. I'm kinda scared.
That's okay. Me too. But it's not over yet, Warren. So hold on.
guy's trapped. I have to help everybody I can.
Thanks, kid.
Are you okay?
Once I get the hell out of here. I've been hauling loads for way too long in this shithole town.
You better go now.
And I ain't never coming back here. You need a lift?
No thanks. I have to find a friend.
You go, girl. You go.
Death is everywhere. It's following me. Not Evan. I have to stop him from getting hurt.
It's all over now. Please! Somebody! Anybody! Help me! Is anybody out there? Please! Somebody! Anybody! Help me! Oh. Thanks, kid.
You okay?
Once I get the hell out of here.
Death is everywhere. It's following me. How can I get out of here? If we can make it out of this, Chloe. I can't stretch time anymore. dead. Electrocuted. I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock and he might not hear me. Damn. I'm stuck here unless I put out this fire first. Damn. I'm stuck here unless I put out this fire first. This makes me so sad. Okay, I just need to switch on the electricity to activate the sprinkler. Okay, I just need to switch on the electricity to activate the sprinkler. Damn, I'm stuck here unless I put out this fire first. I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock and he might not hear me. Oh no.
Please, 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 please.
Come on! You have to get out of here right now!
I need to breathe. I need air. This can't be the end.
No more storms. This can't be the end. I can't die in this room. I can't.
I can't rewind anymore.
This can't be the end.
Come on! You have...
Arms.
You should get out of here!
The whole town is dying.
Okay. I better hurry to the diner over there. I need Warren's photo. Yes! The monsters are actually the people here. Oh no. Officer Barry died before I could help him. It's too late now. Look at that. This tornado might be the end of the world. But not if I can change it. I wish life was back to simple eggs and bacon. Damn, this is blocked off. Damn, this is blocked off. Now I have to find another way into the diner. She's not here. I hope she's in a shelter. I never even asked her name.
Evacuation. Once again, this is not a test. This is not a test.
At least nobody's going to starve in here.
For Acadia Bay and surrounding counties. The emergency...
Trust me, I'm trying to figure out how. I swear. At least nobody's going to starve in here.
Max! Oh, Max! Oh, Jesus, I am so glad to see you, sweetie. Are you okay?
Yes. What about you guys?
The Two Whales is barely standing now. I don't know if it's gonna make it through this tornado. Oh, poor Officer Barry and all those people out there. Okay, get your ass inside. I have to get back to this gentleman on the ground. Lauren has been gathering all the first aid.
It's not much, Joyce, but it's all we have.
You okay, Warren?
How the hell did I ignore all those warnings, Max? The snow? The eclipse?
There's nothing you could do about it, Warren.
I'm so stupid. Should have seen it coming.
So glad everybody is safe here. But I need that photo from Warren to help Chloe.
Come on, Max. Let's talk over here and give Frank some rest and space.
Joyce, how are you doing?
Just when I think I've already been through the ringer. Where's Chloe?
I'll find her.
Not in this storm, you won't. And you're not going out there, Max. I just have to pray that Chloe and David hold up someplace safe.
I'm sorry about all this, Joyce.
Don't be, honey. It's not like you whipped up this tornado on your own.
I mean, I'm also sorry about everything with David.
You don't have control over any of that. David is an adult, and he has a lot more age and experience under his belt. And if he doesn't always show it.
Well, I didn't mean to take David's side against you or Chloe.
I know you try to see the good side in everybody, and David needs to try that too. But that's not important now.
I just want our lives to be normal again.
With all the shit going on this week, I think you're right. And look at me, trying to keep my family together. Again.
Joyce, you've gone through so much for Chloe and David. If you were my mom, I would be so proud.
Oh, sweetie, thank you. But your parents should be prouder of you. Even David told me how tough he thinks you are. And he doesn't give out many compliments, as you know.
He does about you. It's so obvious he needs you in his life.
He better. Like I said, people don't always see the real David Madsen. I hope Chloe does someday. Come on, Joyce. Focus on the people here.
I was just about to
No
drive
music.
Los Angeles, too.
Okay, Max. Excuse me while I go help this other gentleman.
Frank, I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, makes two of us. Now, if only I had Rachel back. Now, Max, what about that info I gave you? Did you and Chloe find out what happened to her?
Frank. I don't know how to say this, so I just will. Rachel is dead.
God, no, please. Please, no, not Rachel. She can't fucking be. Are you sure? I mean, how do you know?
We used the names you gave us to track down a farmhouse. My professor, Mark Jefferson, has this creepy photo torture room. And we found out he was using Nathan Prescott to drug and photograph Blackwell students.
Prescott? Fuck! Fuck, I knew it! I should never have hooked up with that sick punk. Pompidou hated him. You saw Rachel.
Yes. I wish I didn't. I'm so sorry, Frank. Nathan wanted to impress Jefferson, and he killed her.
How? How did he kill her?
He used some drug and gave her an overdose.
An overdose? The only way Nathan could have done that is if I sold it to him. I killed my lioness. No. What have I done? Where is this motherfucker Jefferson?
He's dead. He won't be hurting anybody anymore.
Rachel. Oh, God. She was the one good thing in my life, Max. I know she was too young. I expect her to leave me, just not how it happened. I would never have stopped her from going after her dreams.
I know. Neither would Chloe.
I knew Chloe and her were close. I was jealous, but now I see why Rachel dug her. And Chloe was man enough to ask me for help after all that shit we went through.
Chloe would appreciate that.
You know, the one time I met my dad, the bastard quoted the Bible and said he wanted to enter his house justified. In other words, to do the right thing. Me too. And maybe you're helping me get there, Max. Don't get me wrong, kid. I still think you're weird. But you're cool.
I can't seem to escape the two, Max. We have to take care of everybody in here now. So let me get back to my double shift.
As long as I have my Pompidou with me.
Come
Max,
on, Joyce.
I
Focus
can't
on the
believe
people
my
here.
reach. I can't talk right now, all right?
Good job, Warren. I hope those supplies are enough.
This is not where I want to die.
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
That's okay. The important thing is that you're safe. And I know you can take care of yourself after Nathan.
Should have done that a long time ago. But damn, Max. Can't believe you actually drove down here in the middle of a fucking E6 tornado. Just for one photograph? I mean, I know you didn't come for me.
Warren, I came for all of you. Just tell me you do have the photograph.
I just want...
Now shut up and listen.
Oh yeah. You're finally going to tell me what you never did in the parking lot.
I wish I would have. So I'm just going to tell you without any explanation. Trust me, okay?
I always do. You should probably tell me quick.
I had a vision in Jefferson's class of a tornado destroying Arcadia Bay. I went to the bathroom and saw my best friend Chloe get shot by Nathan Prescott. You with me so far?
Where else could I be? Go on.
Then I found out that I could rewind time. And long story short, Mark Jefferson is insane and dangerous.
Whoa, is that all?
I have to go back in time. Jefferson already killed Chloe. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, Warren.
Max, going back in time is what caused the storm.
All because of me? How?
I'm not a real scientist, even though I play one at school, but this seems like pure cause and effect. Maybe chaos theory. What happened with Jefferson? Did he hurt you?
Nathan accidentally killed Rachel Amber trying to impress Jefferson. He just needed mental help. Now they're both dead.
Jesus, Max. I want the whole story, but I guess we really are out of time.
But I can still change things. What do you think will happen?
For every action, there's a reaction. Whenever you reversed or altered time, maybe you caused a chain reaction. Even in the environment.
You're my friend, Warren. You believe me, right? I haven't told anybody else except for Chloe, and she can't help me right now.
I know I can be a pain in the ass, and you've always treated me like a person. Not a beta nerd. I told you before that I'll always believe you.
I just wish I could trust my powers. I guess we'll never know if it's magic or science.
Even if it's from a wizard or a wormhole. You're part of something bigger. I don't believe in fate or destiny, but after this week, I realize I don't know shit.
That makes both of us, Warren.
I do know you're here for a reason. And I guess it's up to you to find out why. Max, I'm sorry you got stuck in this. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. But I have total faith that you'll do the right thing when the time comes. I'm so proud of you, Max. How could there be a more important moment in history? And I'm in the middle of it with you. So thank you for trusting me.
Thanks for being here. Always.
Please be okay.
Hey, be careful out there.
For luck.
Just in case we don't get out of this, I wanted to say...
I know, Warren.
Of course you do.
I'm going to make the right choices from now on. I swear.
That's why you're Super Max.
Action.
We got no time for this shit. Come on, Max. Chloe. Jesus, dude, what is up with you?
I'm just glad we're here together.
I guess you need to talk. No worries. It's all good.
I'm glad you're with me too. What's going on, Max? We have to find Nathan right now. He's gonna
Sorry, Warren.
to Rachel. Let's go, now. Chloe, wait, listen. I can walk and listen, okay?
Stop and listen for once.
Fine, Max. I'm listening.
Chloe, you can't go in that party. You're gonna die if you do.
You used your powers, right? And you fucked around with time and I died.
Not like that.
You're supposed to back me up. So there's no way that punk-ass bitch Nathan Prescott is taking me down.
You're right, he won't. Mark Jefferson killed you. And others.
Jefferson, the art teacher? That's bullshit. Nathan is the fucking serial killer. We saw the proof. Now, excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure he never hurts anybody again. Are you coming?
Chloe, you can't get revenge if you're dead.
It doesn't matter. I have to make Nathan pay for what he did to Rachel. And I know you've got my back.
Chloe! Chloe knows I have this power. She has to believe me now.
Now, excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure he never hurts anybody again.
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger.
That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
Because I was there.
Will you please tell me exactly what happened? Please.
Chloe. Jefferson drugged and kidnapped me. I was tied up in his bunker. You have no idea what hell I went through to get back here. But I couldn't let you die. You brought me back here, and I can't lose you again. I won't.
Max, I'm so sorry. I was the one who dragged you into all this shit. Nobody, especially you, should have to go through that. Now we have to stop Jefferson. With one bullet.
No, not this way. Chloe, I can't keep fixing everything if all I'm gonna do is just break it over and over again. I know how this is gonna turn out, and I'm afraid I'm fucking up all these alternate realities.
Wait, alternate realities? What do you mean, Max? What did you do?
I fucked up, Chloe. I wanted to make things right, but everything turned out wrong.
Max, what the hell are you talking about?
I was able to go back in time to the last day William was alive. I stopped him from leaving, but you ended up in a car crash instead.
You saw my dad again?
You were completely paralyzed. And you were in pain. You were slowly dying, and you asked me to end your life. But Chloe, there was no way I could do that. I had to return to this timeline to see you again. I had to.
God, Max. That must have been awful for you. I'm so sorry I had to ask you that.
It was worse for you. But I had no idea what would happen, and as usual, I messed everything up, and I never want to hurt you. Ever. You have to believe me.
Of course I do. Do you think I would even know how to handle that situation? Nobody would. The important thing is that we're together again.
You're right. That's why you should come with me, so we can stay together and stay alive.
I hear you, Max, but do you think we should let Jefferson get away with torture and murder?
Of course not. If we tell David, he'll believe us, and he can actually stop him. Right?
Is that why you stuck up for him? Because you think he can help us? Really?
Chloe, David saved me from Jefferson. If he didn't track down the dark room, I'd be dead right now.
Max, I had no clue. I should have been the one to save you, but I'm so grateful David was there. So what's your plan?
We tell him everything, including that Victoria is in danger.
Okay. You've been through so much. I believe you, Max. After all, I'm still your faithful companion.
Yes, you are. So listen, in a few minutes, I won't know any of this happened. Nothing. We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing. Then we explain everything to David, and we finally let him do his job. You'll have to tell me exactly what I did and said just now. Just explain that I traveled through time using the photo.
Will you believe me?
I'll always believe you, Chloe.
see that the real Max is back. So, how was your time trip, dude?
Shut up. Oh, you're alive. You're alive. Oh, both of us. I did so much to bring you back, Chloe. It worked. It actually worked. You're with me again.
Looks like even fate doesn't want us apart. And I traveled through multiple realities just to save my ungrateful ass over and over, and I hope it was worth it. But I don't blame you for wanting me out of your life after all my drama.
Come on. I'm the official drama king and queen of Arcadia Bay this week. Just look at what my powers have caused in just a short time. Nobody.
You're Max fucking Caulfield, Time Warrior. Even if you weren't, you're kind and caring. Nobody could have a better best friend. Nobody. You didn't ask for any of this to happen, but it did. You need to accept how awesome you are.
Maybe I willed it subconsciously or something. I always wanted my life to be special. An adventure. But not without you. And it didn't happen until I moved back here. So, without you, my powers wouldn't even exist.
And for whatever scientific, mystical reason that we'll obviously never figure out, we were meant to be together at this exact moment in history. I have to think that Rachel was somewhere behind the scenes, fighting for justice.
I'd like to think that too. We all owe Rachel Amber. Now tell me everything that happened. You remember, right?
Well, we left the party and made sure Jefferson couldn't find us. For once, I was glad I lived in an actual fortress. Then the storm got hella crazy, and you said we would be safe at the lighthouse.
Chloe, look. The storm is getting bigger now. It's coming closer. Ugh, I can't even believe this is real. This is happening because of me.
Stop it. Stop beating yourself up, okay? We've both paid our dues already on it. God, look at that. Look at that monster. Who knows? This could be Rachel's revenge. Our revenge. The lighthouse is out of the way of the tornado. Come on!
Chloe...
I've got your back, Max.
Alfred Hitchcock famously called film little pieces of time.
I'm
But he
back
could be
in
talking about
class.
photography as he
What the hell?
These pieces of time can frame us in our glory.
I have to listen to this Jefferson lecture again. This might be hell.
Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who
Okay,
perfectly
this is
captured the
messed
human
up.
condition in black and white?
Am I stuck in a time loop?
Anybody? Bueller?
Diane Arbus.
Be calm and don't freak out.
Why Arbus?
Yet.
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time? This doesn't make sense. You didn't die, Kate. You're alive. Not yet, you bastard. too creepy. That's me? Are you kidding? That's awful. I don't care if this is a dream or a nightmare. I'm taking this picture. Holy shit. Look at all these dead birds. This can't be real.
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry. I just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. Your purity inspires me so much, and we could be so happy together. Who needs selfies when I can give you portraiture?
There's no way I'm saying that. No way.
I like to think of it as our dark room. It's the only place I truly feel safe and protected from the storm.
Of course, Max. I can capture you over and over. You can be my model for life and death. We are going to be so happy together in the dark. Just make sure you stay pure. I won't like it if you get dirty like Rachel or Chloe.
This can't be real. I don't believe it.
Hey, Kate. Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you? You never understood me, or what happened to me. Now my family will never leave me alone, and that means I'll always be alone. Thanks to you.
Kate, that's not true. I've always been your friend.
This one is for Samuel.
زي يشبه راح يصير لي بس نفس خمسة.
Where did it go?
أنا مستني يفوت لنا راح يسنو بيلو بينا إلو باو. وش أسويش نسبي عم يعنا.
Rucht willen ooit naar misschien muziek van waar ook zat. We hebben aan echt series zien.
Hij wil er ruhig, maar hij mag niet ruhig. Ja, ich dachte, sie was richtig, ja, ich nicht auf was ich.
Of als het wel gezegd over dan dat ik nou jammer eigenlijk zit. Hij hoort er ook niet op zijn walker licht zit.
Schnellster van ziel.
Die van alle verwangen, dat is niet slecht heel wat zo.
Er is nog niet verwacht dat je zien dat je bij de laatste
Schnellster van ziel.
Zeker. Outside die verhaast ik niet in de cirkel van dat ze hier lijkt zich net op te passen.
Schnellster van ziel.
zo op die heer. Ieder was zich mij alles neer.
Don't try to hide, Max! Get over here! Let me capture you!
Jefferson is coming after me again.
Max! You used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to die. Please understand, Max. The only... place I can be my... Max! You used to be so pure, so innocent. Max! You used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to die. Please understand, Max. The only place I can be my selfie is in the dark room. I can't believe you let that hillbilly murder me in cold blood. What happened to your spark, Max? I thought I could be your professor for life. I realize now you'll never be an artist, much less a photographer. Come here, Max. Class is dismissed. I miss those days when you looked at me in class with those wide eyes. I want to be your professor again. I can teach you so much.
Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Attention. I regret to announce that one of your fellow classmates, Maxine Caulfield, has died under tragic circumstances. Miss Caulfield. Bryce and Rachel Amber. Thank you. Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Hello, Max. Max. Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Wait, Max. Max Caulfield. Max. Attention. I regret to announce Miss Caulfield. I regret to announce Max. Wait, Max.
Yes, Max, you can also manipulate time. Okay, so my rewind power does work here. I can use it if I'm careful.
I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Attention. I regret to... Hello, Max. Wait, Max. Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Max. Miss Caulfield. Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Attention. I regret to announce that one of your fellow classmates, Maxine Caulfield, has died under tragic circumstances that I promise to investigate after I get my drink on.
Max, where are you? Max, come out to play. Come out to play. Ape, ape, ape. Who wants to go ape? Go ape, ape, ape. You dig my wheels, Max? Get in the car. I'll take you for a ride. Get in the car! Max, I know you're in here. You can run, but you can't hide from your white knight. Give it up!
Finally get her kicked out of Blackwell. She's a bad.
What's up with you and that blue-haired loser? You need an alpha male, baby.
Too bad you didn't become friends with the Tobanga.
Nosy little bitch.
Look at me.
Samuel wants to make sure you never snoop
If
around his
only
room.
Kate Marsh would have jumped
Imagine
off
if
that
we were in
roof.
that dark room together.
Come over
Could
here,
blame Miss
young
Caulfield and finally
You're
get
my
her kicked
spirit
out of
animal.
Blackwell. She's a bad influence.
You can't escape my surveillance, Missy.
How can I tell Max's parents?
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
She gave great head, especially after
Those were my beans, Max. Those were my fucking beans.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I sure hope you don't think we're buddies now.
Max. Max! I want to share my gift with you. Don't you dare run away.
Psst. Max. Me and Rachel are floating down here in the sewer.
Come back in the
Come on down.
I know you're dying for it.
Oh, man. You
Rachel.
should have heard Chloe smack
Rachel.
talk you. It was brutal.
Just like her last.
But of course, I see. Come on, girlie. Of course. Stop! Max! If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier.
You will be my greatest portrait, Max.
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
If only you could have seen Rachel. My
Oh, Max! If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier. Max!
Max!
If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier.
You will be my greatest portrait,
Get your
Max.
bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
If only you could have seen Rachel. My
Those were my beans,
blood-spattered
Max.
angel.
Those were my fucking beans.
Max, Rachel not only gave great headshots, she gave great head. Especially
Oh no. Bottles. This might be hell. Max, sit down. You're taking a timeout no matter what. If this is my nightmare, let me have one sanctuary. Of course, this is where Chloe and Rachel used to hide from the world. But I can't hide for long. Whatever reality I'm in feels like a bad dream. Am I just not learning my lesson? Maybe your real lesson is to get out of this place. Just don't be afraid, Max. Let them be afraid of you.
Floating down here in the sewer.
Nobody ever helps you, Max.
Max, Me and Rachel are floating down here in the sewer. Come on down. Oh, man. You should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. But of course, I see what she's talking about now. If
Well,
you took
these
some
ones
of
are
my
too
drugs,
hard to find.
maybe you'd be a lot happier. Now that Rachel's dead, it's time for you to die too, skank. Max! Oh, man. You should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. But of course,
Rachel
I
looked just like a zombie
Oh,
model
when
in the
did I
dirt.
get bad
Just
bottle
bone,
karma?
meat, and maggots. Oh, I would be all over that shit. You want to take pictures?
Max.
Just because I'm
Max!
mentally ill doesn't mean I deserve to die, Max.
With you. Don't you
Stop right now!
Was there one more left?
Hey.
I can't take it. I have to stop.
You will be my greatest portrait, Max. Max, I want to share my gift with you. Now that Chloe is dead, you won't be distracted in class anymore.
Oh, man. You should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. Gotcha!
Won't be distracted in class anymore. Max!
Talk you. It was brutal.
If only you
but
could
of
have
course,
seen
I see what you're
Rachel,
talking about now.
my blood-spattered angel. If only you could have seen Rachel. Oh, Max! If only you could have seen... Max? Max! Especially after I dug her body up to be with her one final time. Why are you looking at me like that?
Nobody ever helped me, Max.
Max!
Especially you.
Max!
Nobody ever
Max.
helped me, Max.
Max!
Especially you. Hey! Never helped me, Max.
Max!
Especially you.
I want to share my gift with you.
It's gonna be...
You are floating down here in the sewer. Come on down. Oh, man. You should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. But of course, I see what she's talking about now. If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier.
Hey, Max, do you want to say hello to Rachel? She's posing for me in hell.
My blood-spattered angel.
Hey, Max. Max.
To be with her one final time.
I sure hope you don't think we're buddies now.
Max. 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 Max! I want to share my gift with you.
Max,
Don't you dare.
me and Rachel are floating down here in the sewer. Come on down.
Max!
Please let that be the last one.
I know you're dying for it. Max! Body up to be with her one final time. Why are you looking at me like that?
I sure hope you don't think we're buddies now.
Max! Max! I want to share my gift with you.
Max, me and Rachel are floating down here in the sewer. Come on down.
Max! Come back in the dark room. I know you're dying for it.
Oh man, you should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. But of course, I see what she's talking about now.
I want to share my gift with you.
I can finally see right through her skin and feel that cold, rotting.
If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier.
You will be my greatest portrait, Max.
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
If only you could have seen Rachel. My blood.
Those were my beads, man.
Max!
Final time.
Oh, ma-
I sure hope you don't think we're buddies now.
Max! Max! I want to share my gift.
Max, me and Rachel are floating down here in the sewer. Come on down.
Max! Come back in the dark room. I know you're dying for it.
Oh, man.
Rachel. Rachel Amber. Just like her last name, I can finally see right through her skin.
Smack talk you.
And feel
It
that
was
cold.
brutal. But of course, I see what she's talking about now. If you took some of my drugs,
You
maybe
will be
you'd
my
a
greatest
lot
portrait,
happier.
Max.
Hey, Max, do you want to say hello to Rachel? She's posing for me in hell.
Now that Rachel's dead, it's time for you to die too, skank.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you. Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast upon. You are ridiculous. You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Shit, where are those keys?
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
How long will this nightmare go on?
I think you'd be perfect for my new photo series on retro grunge. You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber, but not Max.
Max is a fucking child.
Oh, Christ, I know. And she never shuts up, does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think everyone at Blackwell is over Max. Let's prove it.
Booyah, Warren. I thought you were all over Max's shit.
Not after she kissed me. Her breath was ass and no tongue.
I hear that. I'm not into nerds, but you're pretty cute.
I'm not into Max anyway. So let's bust a move.
God damn, you are a sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus, she's like my personal puppet.
I hear that. Do you want a party? I got a drugstore in my room.
Oh shit, look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a move, Max. No mosh pit for you, Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria. You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair. I wish you would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode. Great. Numbers are all over the place. How will I find the right code? Don't kill us, Max!
I guess I'll never dance again, Max.
Right when I was about to start a new life in California.
Shit,
I can't
Max.
believe you kissed me.
I thought we were on the same
Now you're
team.
going to kill me?
Now
Max,
I'll die alone.
Please save us.
Save the Bigfoots, Max. Please.
So this is how Max gets her revenge on.
I know I haven't been the
Has my
best
husband a
principal
new
to
baby?
you,
We'll
but
have to go
you've
without
been a
me.
Wish we had been
great
friends,
everyday
Max.
hero for us.
But please.
Who are you? Holy shit, are you cereal? I'm you, dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind. Can you get me out of here? Oh, so you want help? Thought you could control everybody and everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers? I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular. And once you got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass. I do care. That's why I was trying to make friends. By telling people what they want to hear? You were just looking for a shortcut because you can't make friends on your own. That's not true. I have great friends, and I've used my powers for good. Please, stop playing innocent. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare talk about our mom that way. What about the crap that was your fault? Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that? We all are. This isn't about Chloe, or even me anymore. Gosh, you're so selfless now, Mahatma Max. It's too bad you pissed your power away on high school drama. Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. But you didn't do that homework, so you have to learn the hard way. Like Rachel. Just shut up. You're not scaring me anymore. I'd be more worried about Chloe killing us than Jefferson. Max, do you really think she's our friend? That she respects us in any way? Man, you are so stupid. I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy... Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
I am seriously glad to see you.
Welcome home, Max. Fasten your seatbelt. I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
Yes, of course it's cool. Thank you. This camera is so sweet.
Now that we got that mushy shit out of the way, I feel like stage diving. Let's thrash this place. Yep, I'm fucking insane in the brain. Let's dance! Shake that bony white ass. Or take my picture with your new camera. I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
Yes, of course it's cool. Thank you. This camera is so sweet.
Welcome home, Max. Fasten your seatbelt. I know it was your birthday. This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like...
destiny.
If this is destiny, let's talk about your superpower. Epic! I pledge allegiance to... Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
Raw and rough. It suits you.
You saved me again! Crazy. Now we're totally bonded for life. Since you're the mysterious superhero, I'll be your faithful chauffeur and
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time. I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin. Max, you better come check out these files.
It's not a drawing. Look. Rachel in the dark. Cowabunga! Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out.
You look cute with your hair soaked in photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world.
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
Sorry, not that easy.
Oh, like I am? Just admit that you already macked on me, then used your rewind. Now I can text Warren that you're saving yourself all for him. Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond? I know, just daydreaming. That makes me ill that Rachel posed like this for Frank. I wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up... Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad. Dude, I am so lucky that my father is cool. Max, you are being so fucking strange. You feel okay?
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
Listen, Max.
Chloe, you're back. I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
Victoria has to be next. Nathan must be planning to dose her tonight at the Vortex Club party.
Rachel, this can't be real. These are all post shots, right? Right? The junkyard. Max, we have to find that spot now. Then we can see what he did. There's no... Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
Chloe.
Rachel, why?
I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry.
I loved her so much. How can she be dead? What kind of world does this? Who does this? Come on, Max, we're almost there. Please wake up! Max, come on now! Don't worry. We'll be okay. Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe? I must have passed out.
Thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. It was so horrible. This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. All I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me, which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing. Max. This is the only way.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate.
Chloe.
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can. Max, it's time.
Not anymore.
Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
Sunshine for everyone, but as far as I can remember, we've been migratory animals living under changing weather. Someday we will foresee obstacles through the blizzard, through the blizzard. Today we will sell our uniform, live together, live together. pleasure, through the pleasure.